Good evening. In news just to hand, Mr. Uniqlo Yanai is a bit upset because he is no longer Japan's richest person. Who is? Mr. Masayoshi Son of SoftBank. Okay, so this story is about Masayoshi Son and him being the richest guy in Japan. I'm sure Mr. Yanai isn't too worried because he's got more money than any of us could ever think of having, so it's okay. Let's go. Remember, have your PDF on hand so you can look at the words. You've got them in English, Japanese. I've got them in English only. I'll talk about them. You can check them off as you go down. Surpass. The first word is surpass. Masayoshi Son has surpassed Mr. Uniqlo, Mr. Yanai, gone past. Surpassed, past, gone past, overtaken, bigger, larger, richer. Surge. Surge means a surge of energy is, a surge of water is a big sweep of water. So this is a verb in this list where SoftBank shares have surged, they've charged up. That's how he's overtaken Mr. Yanai. Net. Net is a financial, it's not something it is something you catch fish with, but not in this list. In this list, net means assets minus liabilities, profit minus loss equals net. It's talking about Masayoshi Son's net wealth. So the money he owns, the assets he owns, against any debts equals net. Fortune is a noun which means a lot of money. Masayoshi Son has a fortune. Yeah, it's a lot of money, assets, okay? If someone makes a fortune, they make a lot of money. If something's worth a fortune, it's worth a lot of money. If something cost me a fortune, it cost me a lot of money. Initial. The initials of your name are the first things in your name. My initials are M-E. The initial means beginning. It's talking about the initial release of a share broking thing. Initial means beginning, first. Step. Step is one part of a process. Okay, you got steps. You can take steps to achieve something. Your first step in becoming fluent in English is to watch VocabVoyage every month. That's one step. Another step is to travel overseas. These are steps, things you can do to achieve something. Stages in a process. Impending. Impending means about to happen. In this article, it's talking about the impending IPO of Alibaba, which isn't impending anymore. It's already happened, but it was impending at the time of this article. About to happen. There's an impending storm outside. It's looking pretty nasty, yeah? Strategist. Strategy is a plan, is a way. Financial strategy, how to make money, how to invest. A strategist is a person who comes up with strategy. So in this article, it was talking about a strategist and his opinion on some things. Volatile. Volatile means up and down, up and down. Financially, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay? Volatile, the situation with the Daiichi Genpatsu was volatile. Dangerous, not dangerous, dangerous, not dangerous, dangerous. So very hard to predict what's going to happen. Popularity. Popularity, which means it's been popular. So if something's got popularity, it's very ninky, yeah? Popularity is ninky. If you have a lot of popularity, who's got popularity at the moment? Shinzo Abe, has he got popularity? I don't know. AKB, they've got a lot of popularity. Yeah? top end. And this article is talking about the highest level that something can reach, the highest level of the highest price that something was going to be offered at, or something was going to be paid for, the highest level. Multiple. Okay, a multiple in this article is talking about a investment. It's an investment thing, talking about costs and profits, and you times them together and you come up with a figure, a magic figure. When people are looking at investing, they put different figures in and times and divide, and they come up with a figure, and it shows how good an investment something is. Fetch. To fetch in this article it's talking about something fetching a price. To fetch a price is to sell a price. If someone is selling their house, they might be hoping to fetch $1 million for it. When Alibaba was setting up its IPO, they were hoping to fetch X amount of dollars to get an amount of money for something. Prospective. Prospective investors in this article. Prospective means possible. It's looking good. If something's prospective, it means it's probably, there's a good chance of it becoming about. So a prospective investor is someone who's maybe looking to invest, probably going to invest. Valuation. A valuation is something carried out by a person, and it is a measure. It's a measure of how much something's worth. A valuation of a painting, valuation of a company. An assessor or a valuer, they look at all the assets and they come up with a value. Sometimes it takes into intangibles like goodwill, the name the company's got, intellectual property. There's all kinds of things which they have to take in and then come up with a valuation. Stumble. In the article here, the stumble was talking about a bit of an accident, a bit of a bad move. To stumble if you're walking is to fall. To stumble when investing, somebody stumbled when they tried to set up a business in the US. Usually very successful, but on this occasion they made some errors and they didn't have a good result. That's a stumble. I think it was a rare stumble. So you get to be Japan's richest man. You don't make too many stumbles. Billionaire. A billionaire is someone with more than $1 billion of money or assets. Bill Gates is a billionaire. Zuckerberg, Facebook man, he's a billionaire. Masayoshi Son, he's a billionaire. Mr. Uniqlo, he's a billionaire. I'm not a billionaire. Holding. And this, I've got to stop saying in this article, always in this article. Okay, from now on, it's in this article. Holding company is not a company that actually produces anything. They just own other companies. So a holding is an investment or ownership of another company. Exclude. Exclude means not counting. The value of SoftBank excludes some money they had set aside for another reason. So that money not taken into account, not counted, excluded. Pledge. To pledge is to promise something. SoftBank pledged money towards something. They earmarked, they set aside money. This money is for this reason. But if you pledge money to a charity, you promise to give some money. Pledge is to promise. A pledge is a promised amount. Collateral. Collateral. when you want to go to the bank and get a loan, the bank will say, have you got any collateral? If you want to start a business and you borrow money from the bank, if your business fails, the bank, they want some guarantee. So you put your house up or your car up as collateral. Not a car, your house, or usually property. I don't know about in Japan, but usually property. If you can't repay something back, then the bank gets the collateral. Carrier. 3 carriers in Japan: SoftBank, au, Docomo. They are people who provide a cell phone service. Dwarf. To dwarf, this is a verb. To dwarf is to make something look very small. New Zealand's economy is dwarfed by Japan's economy. New Zealand's population is dwarfed by Japan's population. Japan's population of sheep is dwarfed by New Zealand's population of sheep. We've got 30 million sheep. 7 sheep for every person. Forge. To forge is to strike forward and to go forward with energy, and to forge a path is to get rid of the trees and the bushes and to go through problems or challenging times, to push on. Yatte mio, to forge. Yeah? Takeover. Takeover is taking over a company. Okay? Big company, they like the look of another company. You see takeovers happening all the time with companies like Facebook and Google. Some startup company comes up with a cool new photo. What was the photo? There was the photo taking website that they set up, and Facebook took it over, carried out a takeover. Signal. Signal is to give an indication. Okay, to show people, to send a signal. A traffic signal is a traffic light. It gives you a sign that you can go. If someone signals, he signals that he wants to expand into other areas by investing in different companies. He signals, he shows what he's going to do. Fiscal is financial. Fiscal means financial. The fiscal year is the official year from start to finish financially. Very often it's 1st of April to March 31st. Vigorous. Vigorous discussion. Vigorous discussion, there's a lot of shouting, a lot of talking over each other. Vigorous means energetic and people getting carried away and shouting. I may be talking a little vigorously now. I don't know. Vigorous is very exciting and strong and renewable energy. Oil, not renewable. Coal, not renewable. Solar, renewable. Hydro, renewable. Wind, renewable. It just keeps coming. You're not using it up. And SoftBank are big into investing in renewable energy, particularly solar. Major. Major means big, large, important, and devastating. The major earthquake. Compared to other earthquakes, the Tohoku earthquake was a major earthquake. Okay, that's it for the SoftBank list. Thanks for listening, and talk to you again soon on another video. Okay, bye.